All right, so imagine this. You're getting ready for this big meeting all about, the global AI scene. And then, bam, this new player just like emerges out of China.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's not, just another chatbot trying to like get attention. This is Deepsec-V3, and it's making waves for some like pretty surprising reasons.
Yeah, you see, while companies like OpenAI, they've been grabbing headlines, China's been quietly working on some incredibly competitive AI models.
Well, their own contenders.
Yeah, their own, and they're really impressive.
So what makes Deepsec-V3 so different? I mean, it's not just what it can do. It's apparently giving Chatgpt a run for its money.
Yeah.
But it's the economics of it all. It's like how it was developed.
Yeah, the economics are eyebrow-raising.
Okay, so let's unpack this. DeepSeek was created by Highflyer Capital Management.
Okay.
Which is, wait for it, a Chinese investment firm.
Whoa.
Not your typical birthplace for like cutting-edge AI, right?
No, I mean, you'd think it'd be some Silicon Valley tech giant or something.
Right, exactly.
But nope, an investment firm. And that background in finance, that's key. That's key, because Highflyer has been using AI for years to analyze markets and predict stock trends.
So they're using AI for like Wall Street stuff.
Exactly.
And now they're bringing that data crunching expertise to the chatbot arena.
Exactly.
So they're kind of like Wall Street meets Silicon Valley.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's a pretty powerful combo.
And we're seeing the results, right? Even before this like new V3 release, Deepseek-V2 was already ranked among the like top language models globally.
Absolutely. Research for the University of Waterloo put it in the top 10 alongside big names like GPT-4 and Claude.
Wow. Okay.
Which is amazing.
So it's up there with the big dogs.
Yeah. And what's remarkable is that DeepSeek is performing at a level comparable to models that were developed with vastly greater resources.
So they're getting similar results, but without like all the typical bells and whistles.
Exactly. It's like they're doing more with less.
Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. All right. Deepseek-V3 was trained on a budget of just $6 million.
I mean, even Andrej Karpathy, a co-founder of Tesla.
Oh, wow. Big name.
Yeah, big name in AI.
Yeah.
He found that figure remarkable.
Yeah, that's a really small number when you think about it.
It is. It's like a David versus Goliath situation.
I like that analogy.
They managed to pull this off by training their model on 2,048 GPUs for just 2 months.
2,048 GPUs for just 2 months.
Yeah, most models require significantly more time and computing power.
Okay, so for like someone who's trying to grasp the significance of this, like, can you break down why training on 2,048 GPUs for just 2 months is such a big deal?
Okay, so think of it this way.
Yeah.
Training an AI is like teaching it to speak a language. You're feeding it massive amounts of text and code.
Okay, yeah.
And the more powerful the hardware, in this case GPUs, and the longer the training time, the better the AI is supposed to become at understanding and generating human-like text.
So it's all about like the resources you put into it.
Yeah, it's like giving it the best education possible.
Makes sense.
DeepSeek seems to have found a way to optimize this process drastically.
So they're kind of like the AI whisperer.
Yeah, they're getting amazing results with a fraction of the resources.
So what does this mean for the future of AI development?
I mean, this cost effectiveness has to have huge implications.
Yeah, because it's no longer about like, who has the deepest pockets.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine small businesses, researchers in developing countries, even individual artists, all suddenly having access to AI tools that were previously only available to tech giants.
So it levels the playing field.
Absolutely. It could truly democratize innovation in ways we haven't even begun to imagine.
That's a big deal.
It is.
Okay, but here's another layer to this story. Back in 2022, the U.S. restricted exporting advanced Nvidia chips to China.
Yeah.
How does that factor into DeepSeek's development?
Well, Highflyer was incredibly strategic. They acquired the necessary A100 chips, which are top of the line for AI development, before the ban went into effect.
So they saw it coming.
Yeah, they were ahead of the curve.
That's some serious foresight.
This gave them a crucial advantage.
So they were already like one step ahead.
Yeah, it makes you wonder about those restrictions.
Yeah, I mean, are these restrictions actually hindering U.S. innovation in the long run?
Maybe.
Yeah.
By trying to limit access to certain technologies, are we inadvertently accelerating the pace of innovation elsewhere?
Yeah, pushing other countries to kind of like, develop their own solutions.
Yeah, something to consider.
It's a good point. And speaking of cost effectiveness, it's not just cheap to develop DeepSeek. It's also cheap to use, right?
Exactly. They're offering access at a ridiculously low price. 13 euro cents per million output tokens.
Okay, wait. What are output tokens?
Basically, it's a measure of the text generated by the AI. The more text it produces, the more tokens you use.
Got it. So they're practically giving it away.
Pretty much.
That has to be shaking things up in the AI world.
It's certainly causing a stir. This move has ignited a price war among Chinese AI providers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, giants like ByteDance, Alibaba, and Baidu.
Wow, the big players.
They're slashing their prices to compete.
So what does this mean for developers, businesses, and just like the future cost of AI in general?
I mean, are we heading towards a world where powerful AI is readily available to anyone with a laptop and an internet connection?
Yeah, it seems like the price is just plummeting.
Yeah, it is. We're entering uncharted territory here.
Yeah.
The cost of AI is plummeting, and that has the potential to be both incredibly exciting and potentially destabilizing.
It's a double-edged sword, for sure.
It is. On the one hand, greater accessibility could lead to an explosion of innovation and creativity.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, could this lead to a race to the bottom where quality sickers in the pursuit of ever lower prices?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is. Those are the questions we need to be grappling with as we move forward. And it's not just about the economics.
Right.
There are also concerns about DeepSeek's long-term sustainability.
Well, yeah, I mean, this incredible cost effectiveness raises a question, doesn't it? Can DeepSeek actually be sustainable in the long run?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah, because operating on such thin margins has to be challenging.
It is. It makes you wonder how they plan to keep the lights on, let alone continue to innovate.
Right, so they're facing some, serious headwinds.
They are. But despite these challenges, High Flyer has made it clear they want to be the first to achieve artificial general intelligence, or AGI.
They're aiming high.
Very high.
Yeah.
They're not just aiming to build a better chatbot. They want to surpass human cognitive abilities.
Wow, that's a bold goal.
That's a bold goal, to say the least. It is a bold goal. It really is. But, their approach, this relentless focus on efficiency and low cost, it could actually give them an edge in the race for AGI.
Okay, I'm curious how so. Wouldn't achieving AGI require, massive amounts of data and processing power?
What?
I would think that the traditional approach of throwing more money and resources at the problem would be more effective.
That's the common assumption.
Yeah.
But DeepSeek is challenging that notion. They've shown that, clever optimization and innovative techniques can sometimes outperform just brute force.
So it's not just about the sheer size of your operation?
No, not necessarily.
It's about working smarter, not harder.
Exactly. It's like they're finding shortcuts through the AI maze.
I like that. So DeepSeek's kind of scrappy, resourceful approach could actually be an advantage in the long run.
I think so, yeah. They're playing the long game.
They're thinking outside the box.
And they're forcing other players in the field to rethink their strategies. It's not just about who has the biggest budget anymore.
Right.
It's about who can innovate and optimize most effectively. DeepSeek's proving that you don't need a billion-dollar budget to be a major player in the AI game.
It's like they're changing the rules of the game right in front of us. This is why I love these deep dives. You never know what surprising discoveries are lurking just around the corner. It's kind of mind-blowing to think about how quickly things are changing.
It's true. The world of AI is moving at a breakneck pace. And the story of DeepSeek is a perfect example of why it's so important to stay curious and keep exploring.
For sure. It can feel overwhelming at times to try to keep up with, all the advancements. But that's why we're doing this deep dive, right? To help you navigate this complex landscape and understand what it all means, especially as you prep for that big meeting.
Absolutely. And in the case of DeepSeek, I think the key takeaway is that we need to pay close attention to what's happening in China.
Yeah, they're not just playing catch-up anymore.
No, they're not. They're emerging as a major force in the global AI race. They're really pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
So as you prepare for that meeting, keep in mind that the AI landscape is no longer dominated by a handful of Western companies. DeepSeek's emergence signals a shift in the global balance of power.
Exactly. And it's not just DeepSeek. We've seen remarkable advancements coming out of China in various fields, from facial recognition technology to autonomous vehicles and even AI-powered healthcare.
So they're making strides across the board.
Yeah, they're investing heavily in AI research and development, and they're seeing some impressive results.
Yeah. It's clear that China is committed to becoming a leader in the AI space. And that has the potential to reshape the global tech landscape in some pretty profound ways. It makes you wonder what other groundbreaking AI projects are being developed in labs and startups all over the world.
That's the exciting part.
Yeah.
We don't know what the future holds.
Right.
But by staying informed and engaging with these developments, we can all be a part of shaping that future. It's an invitation to be curious, to ask questions, and to explore the possibilities.
I like that. So let's bring this back to you and your meeting. You're stepping into a room where people need to understand the implications of DeepSeek's emergence. What are the key takeaways you should be emphasizing?
Okay, well, the first takeaway is that the AI landscape is becoming increasingly competitive, and this is a good thing. The days of a few dominant players calling all the shots are over.
Okay.
DeepSeek is a prime example of how a new player can disrupt the status quo and push everyone to do better.
So competition breeds innovation.
Exactly. It forces everyone to up their game.
So you're saying this could be a net positive for the industry as a whole? A rising tide lifts all boats kind of thing?
I believe so.
Yeah.
A more diverse and competitive AI ecosystem will ultimately lead to better products and services for everyone. It fosters a spirit of creativity and problem-solving that benefits the entire field.
That's reassuring. But what about those concerns about DeepSeek's long-term sustainability? They're operating on incredibly thin margins.
Right.
Is that a cause for concern?
It's a valid concern for sure. But, let's not forget that they've already demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt and overcome challenges.
Like?
Remember how they acquired those A100 chips before the U.S. export ban?
Oh, yeah.
That was a brilliant strategic move.
Yeah, talk about foresight.
They were thinking steps ahead. They were anticipating potential roadblocks.
So they're not just reacting to the market, they're actively shaping it.
Exactly. They're playing chess while others are playing checkers.
Mm-hmm.
But even with their strategic brilliance, they'll need to continue to innovate and find ways to stay ahead of the curve if they want to achieve their ambitious goals.
Which brings us back to their ultimate goal, achieving AGI.
Right.
If they can pull that off, it would be a monumental achievement.
There's no doubt about that. But the race for AGI is far from over, and there are many brilliant minds working on this problem all over the world.
And it's not just about who gets there first, right? It's about how we use this technology responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. The development of AGI has the potential to fundamentally change our world. And we need to be prepared for the challenges and opportunities that come with such a transformative technology.
So as you head into that meeting, remember this. The AI landscape is evolving rapidly, and DeepSeek is just one example of the incredible innovations happening globally. New players are emerging, challenging the status quo and pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And the key to navigating this complex and evolving landscape is to stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged.
Mm-hmm.
The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
It's incredible to think that a company like DeepSeek, operating with comparatively limited resources, is making such a huge impact on the AI landscape.
It is. It really speaks to the power of innovation and the importance of not underestimating those who are willing to challenge conventional thinking. DeepSeek's story is just one piece of a much larger puzzle, though.
It feels like every day there's a new breakthrough or a new challenge to consider in the world of AI.
It is a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, it is.
That's why I think these conversations are so crucial. By sharing information and insights, we can all help each other kind of navigate this complex and rapidly evolving landscape.
Yeah, I agree. So DeepSeek's story offers a valuable lesson, right? Never underestimate the underdogs. The next big breakthrough could come from anywhere. A small startup with a limited budget, a research lab. On the other side of the world, the possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. Innovation often happens in unexpected places. And DeepSeek's success is a testament to that. It reminds us that resourcefulness and ingenuity can be just as valuable as a massive budget.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into DeepSeek, let's leave you with one final thought-provoking question to consider as you head into that meeting. What if DeepSeek's approach, this laser focus on efficiency and low cost, becomes like the new norm in AI development? What would that mean for the future of the industry?
Fascinating question to ponder. It could lead to a democratization of AI, empowering, researchers, developers, and entrepreneurs worldwide with access to tools and resources that were previously out of reach.
Yeah.
Imagine the wave of innovation that could be unleashed.
It's exciting to think about, but as we've discussed, there are also potential downsides to consider. Could a race to the bottom on price compromise the quality or ethical considerations of AI development?
It's a valid concern. As AI becomes more accessible and affordable, it's crucial to ensure that development remains responsible and beneficial for society as a whole.
It seems there are no easy answers when it comes to the future of AI. The landscape is constantly evolving, and DeepSeek's emergence is just one chapter in an ongoing story.
The key is to stay curious, stay informed, and engage in thoughtful conversations about the implications of this powerful technology.
Yeah.
The future of AI is being written right now, and we all have a role to play in shaping it.
So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and never stop learning. The world of AI is full of surprises and possibilities, and who knows, maybe the next DeepSeek is out there right now waiting to be discovered.
Maybe.
Well, that's it for this deep dive into DeepSeek. We hope you found this insightful and informative. As always, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.